Welcome to Ed Roman Guitars. I'm going to do a little video for you today and try to explain to you a lot about what we carry here, what we do, and what we're about. And I'm going to do a few comparisons. I'm going to do give you a general overview of what our business is all about and why we build the best guitars in the world. I'm going to start with the Quicksilver, which has been our most popular model. We build about anywhere from 12 to 15 different brand names, and this one has been our most successful to date. It kind of surprised me that it was, but it turned out to be our by far most successful. Of all the guitars that we build, it's one of the most versatile. It'll make the most different sounds. The beauty of the Quicksilver is that it comes in 40 different types of wood. You can order almost anything that you want on it. It's virtually a custom-made guitar for a slightly above production cost. You can order any type of neck, any type of fingerboard. There's 7 different bridges available for it, different tuning pegs. You have the choice of whether you want it bound or unbound. Pickup choices are endless, although we feel that the ones that we put in stock are as good as you're going to get. The back, of course, again, is available in 40 different types of woods also, not just the front. This is a relatively nice medium-priced model with a beautiful spalted flame top, ebony fretboard, and lightning bolt inlays. This one has locking tuners and a Tone Pros bridge. The pots are both push-pull, meaning you can split the pickups, which allows for versatility. You have the ability to order this in a bolt-on, or you can order it in a set neck, your choice. I'm a firm believer that the bolt-on tends to give you a lot cleaner and crisper tone. You've got energy from the neck that is being transmitted down through the body much more cleanly when there's no glue in this seam here. The word I'm looking for is the pocket. The secret to building a good guitar is the pocket must be tight with the neck. If the neck is in any way loose or weak, you're not going to get a good tone. You're not going to get tone transference. Tone transference is just about everything in guitar world today. Fender has a very bad reputation for their 1970s guitars because during those years they didn't fit the necks as well. People blame it on the 3-bolt neck, but I firmly believe that it was the fact that the necks didn't fit as tightly as they should have. A lot of people think, well, you got to have a 4-bolt neck for it to be good. That's absolutely a fallacy. In fact, their 3-bolt design was pretty good. What was bad was the weak connection between the neck and the body, and I'll talk a lot about that during this. That's called direct coupling, and I believe that you should direct couple as many things as possible. No glue, no springs, nothing to dampen your sound. The more dampening effects that you use, the more glue, the more that the tone will dissipate and not come through cleanly and clearly. Okay, this is another Quicksilver. I'm going to talk a little bit now about the direct coupling, which you'll see on my website a lot. Direct coupling means that everything is connected. As I said before, the neck joint needs to be tight. This one's white Carina on the back, and the neck joint is rock solid tight. This is the Tone Pros bridge. It works very well because it has little adjusting screws that lock the bridge to the studs. there's no movement at all. If you should remove the strings off the guitar, these pieces will not come loose, they will not fall off, they are locked onto it. They are coupled 100% to those studs. The studs are mounted into the wood, no glue. It's directly to the wood. The pickups are hard mounted, they do not move. And the bridge again, the neck joint is also very, very solid. No movement whatsoever. It feels like it's all the way through. That's much harder to do than a glue-in neck. Glue-in necks, for some reason, are very popular, and I can't for the life of me figure out why, but people seem to think that they're better than bolt-on necks or bolt-in necks. This is a bolt-in neck. The glue-in necks, they're not as tight of a fit because you have to have room for the glue. And you can just throw as much glue as you want in there and get a nice tight fit. However, that glue acts as a dampener. That dampening effect will rob your sound. It will rob a lot of your high end and some of your good, clean low end. Very solidly bolted and very tightly connected. Now, you've seen some inlay in the last segment or in the coming segment. I'm not sure what the continuity is here. The inlay we use is mostly hand done. Occasionally we will do some machine work, but for the most part it is hand done, and a lot of it's done right here on the premises. This is one of our most popular inlays. It's called the Moonscape. And the reason we call it a moonscape is because if you look at it, it's anatomically incorrect. It has more than one moon in the sky, and sometimes you'll find 3 Saturns. It's supposed to be taking place on another planet someplace, so that allows us artistic license to do whatever we want and make it look as cool as we want to make it look. We do it in mixed colors. We use malachite, we use stainless steel, we use gold, we use copper, sterling silver, turquoise, and probably about 60 different types of reconstituted stone that we also use to get a lot of different colorful effects on our inlay work. I'm going to demonstrate to you another company's guitar that is a glue-in. I don't know if you can see this against my black shirt. You can see this is a glue-in neck joint, and this is a bolt-in neck joint. We offer the glue-in or bolt-in at no charge, depending on if the customer requires a glue-in. We don't charge a nickel extra for it. In fact, it's easier for us to do it that way. This particular company charges about $300 extra for glue-in versus bolt-in. I can't understand why they do that. Possibly because the general public will assume that it's better if it costs more. That's perceived deception. The other thing about this company is that their product is a wonderful product that sells like crazy, but it doesn't have the direct coupling of the Quicksilver, and it has this big flat spot here, presumably to clamp it into a machine or something. I cannot imagine any reason other than that to have a big flat spot here. On this particular model, there's no flat spot. There's no area for clamping it into a machine. If you look closely at the different profiles, you'll be able to see. Now you look sideways. I'm going to turn it sideways, and you can see the 2 neck heels.